Hey, it's AJ from the Bald Guy Show, and you're listening to Eggs Mixed in a Bag, Show 100. What's that? Oh, no. I screwed it up. That's Eggs Mixed Bag! Show 100. Congratulations, Ed.
Well, here I am again, and I want to tell the world.
All right, no big deal. It's finally here. September 8th, 2007, and this is indeed the 100th episode of Ed's Mixed Bag. I've been a little nervous all day, but despite that, everyone who sent an audio for this show is queued up and ready to go, so thanks to everyone who's listening. No matter if you're a long-time subscriber or this is the first episode of Ed's Mixed Bag you are listening to, all that matters is that you're here now to witness a little piece of podosphere history. But if you're a new listener, be sure to check some of the archive shows, since this show is going to be a doozy. You are about to hear podsafe tracks by artists that I have interviewed on past episodes, surrounded by your comments, whether a fellow podcaster or faithful listener. So what do you say, without further ado, let's roll!
Hey Ed, it's Jimmy Lee from Indie Radio Chattanooga, located at indieRadioChattanooga.com. I just wanted to say congratulations on your 100th episode, and I can't wait to hear the 100 more. Thanks a lot, and take care. I hope you enjoy this PodSafe gift. It's Curb Slider with One Day Away.
And I am waiting for a train to take me far away. I got a connection I must make. I've gotta be someplace today. Away. And I can't take this on my, and I can't make this on my own. And I can't take this on my, and I can't make this on my own. So when you're feeling tired, it's time to get away from this rat race, maybe even just one day. I am searching for a light to brighten up my life tonight. And if it makes me sing and smile, oh, that will make me feel alright tonight. And I can't take this on my, and I can't make this on my own. And I can't take this on my, and I can't make this on my own.
And my thanks to Jimmy Lee of Indie Radio Chattanooga for that podsafe track. By the way, all the music you hear on this 100th episode of Ed's Mixed Bag is available at music.podshow.com.
This is Maurice from the Sunday Sundown, all the way from Europe, the Netherlands, at the other side of this grand ocean. I'd like to congratulate you with your 100th episode of the Ed's Mixed Bag. Man, 100 episodes, that's a lot, dude. Okay, so keep it up. You know I'm listening and always enjoying your show. And I must say I'm pretty jealous about your commitment putting out this show every week for the past 2 years. So keep it up. And let's go to the 200 episode from now on. So, not then that we'll talk not sooner than that, but, well, you know what I mean. So, let's continue with this very special episode of the Ed's Mixed Bag.
Ed's Mixed Bag. That's the way you do that.
Oh, Fred!
Huh?
We're Snappy.
Oh, what's he doing?
Again.
What are you doing here?
Snappy!
Huh? Excuse him, folks. He's not doing well.
Sorry, Fred.
It's all right. Hey, you got something to say?
That's Snappy. Well, I gotta tell you, it's been a long time since I've been this upset, Fred. But who the hell is Slappy? I don't know Slappy. He's not my brother. I've only got one brother, and he passed away about 3 years ago. God rest his soul. Him and my best friend Willie was out on a fishing trip. I'm sure you got a little time here.
Not really.
My best friend Willie, we was out on a fishing trip out in Warrock Lake. And they went out and they just never came back. But that's not the point. I am the one and only Snappy. There's I repeat, no Slappy. No Slappy.
Well.
So you tell that
impersonator
that says he's my brother.
He's on the My Chingo.
Slappy.
Yeah.
I'm Snappy, but I have no brother named Slappy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Tell him.
I'll let him know. You go to edsmixbag.com. You can hear both of these guys.
Fred,
That's all right. You can hear both these guys on the My Chingo.
Hey, Ed Dwight here from the podcast Much Ado About Nothing, congratulating you on show number 100. May you do 100 more, and may you have as much fun as you've had doing the last 100. Take it easy.
Dwight Dunlop, Much to Do About Nothing podcast.
Hi, this is Sophia Ramos. I hope you enjoy my song Stay Here With You. It's a song about love and longing. You can always find me at myspace.com/Sophia Ramos Rocks.
Nobody to blame. Yeah. Lying face to face, scared for loving without chains. We're here. There's nothing to say. It's done now. There's an empty space where love used to be. Stay here with you. It's better this way, no more fear. We can take our time to learn. Loving, love so pure. Well, stop your crying again, shrug it off, baby. No more empty space, 'cause we're here together. Are you feeling alright? Can I stay here tonight? Do you need me, baby, like I'm needing you? What to do? What to do? Going down, you only feel the anger. Black and blue and bruised to your soul.
What you're looking for is right here on Ed's Mixed Bag. I'm Sophia Ramos, and if you want great music, stay tuned with the one, the only, Ed Ovett.
Thank you, Sophia, the lady who kicked off my interviewing career, known as the Rock Goddess. That's Sophia Ramos, with a track found on her CD, Her Majesty. You can link to her websites in my show notes at edsmixedbag.com. And by the way, her interview is on episode number 45 of Ed's Mixed Bag in the archives, and the show with her music and the stories behind the music can be found on episode number 44. And no, that's absolutely true. Ed's Mixed Bag was never intended, at least when I originally thought of it, to have anything to do with interviews. But I was asked by Sophia's liaison, Princess Typo, to do the interview. I thought I'd give it a shot, and ever since then, well, I don't do interviews every week, but every once in a while an interesting artist comes around, and it's worthy of an interview. So check those two archive shows out, episode 45, and if you like hearing the stories behind the music, episode 44. This is Miss Carmen Tyler with a track from her CD. This is called Summertime, one of the best interpretations of this song that I have ever heard. Check it out on Ed's Mixed Bag number 100.
Little baby, and don't little baby, and don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. Your daddy and mama standing by. Little baby, and don't you cry. So hush, little baby, and don't you cry. Is this on? Hey, hello, hello, hello. Okay, it's on. Hey, Ed. It's Carmen Tyler. Sorry for the craziness, but my mom's been like messing with my computer since she's been here, so I wasn't sure if it was actually working correctly, but I had to tell you, congratulations on your 100th episode. That is awesome. I heard Zach saying something about like a milestone. That's amazing. But you know what? By the time I have my 100th episode, I will be 100. I swear. Have a great 100th episode, man.
Hey, everybody, this is Jim Farley, and you're listening to a very special 100th show of Ed's Mixed Bag.
Thank you, Jim, and I also want to thank Carmen very much for doing that. You can find Carmen's video podcast at carmencast.com, spelled with K's, KarmynKast.net or .com. By the way, some of you are familiar with my niece Michelle's music. I've played her tracks on the show before, but if you've never heard her sing, go to michellegold.com. You'll really enjoy that. And I do need to announce that my niece has announced that she is 6 weeks pregnant. And she's got some music announcing that fact all over YouTube. You can do a search over there for Michelle Gold and watch her singing with, I think it's her mom playing the piano in the background. So go and check that out, and congratulations, Michelle!
Would you like a chance to win one of 5 copies of Elvis the miniseries on DVD? Come and listen to Mike's Hot Dish at thenextgenerationofradio.com to find out how to win. You must register before September 23rd, so take a look today. Just remember,
nextgenerationofradio.com. This is Zach the Mothman Daggy, and be sure to tune into the Shameless Plugcast on September 7th for my interview with the host of Food Philosophy, Jennifer Iannolo.
We're kind of just rolling the things out as we come up with them. So I got to travel around the world and play and eat wonderful food and drink fabulous wines. So it wasn't a bad gig. I was seeing a lot of this so-called food porn out there, which is kind of, the television cooks will roll their eyes and say, this is so good and all of that. It's all about the pleasure. It doesn't matter if it's, a New York City dirty water dog or a fine slice of foie gras. It's about the quality that's in the food, because that is what it's what elevates the experience. And so to see this line of Italian chefs just, getting ready this lunch for journalists and media, it was amazing. We're hoping to create the sort of new media version of the Food Network.
So for this and much more, be sure to check out the Shameless Plugcast at shamelessplugcast.com. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, and be a part of new media. Hey Ed, it's Zach the Mothman Daggy of the Moth Pod and the Shameless Plugcast. I just want to say, congratulations on 100 episodes of Ed's Mixed Bag.
Hey, thanks, man.
And, to celebrate, I've got a little bit of a gift for you.
Oh, yeah?
And, you know how you're always saying that your podcast is the podcast that's out of this world?
Yeah, right.
Well,
right.
I figured that I needed to get something for you.
All right.
So that you really, truly could podcast not from this world.
Out to the moon?
That's right. Through my many contacts, I managed to acquire for you your very own rocket ship.
Hey, we're going
In
to
fact,
the moon.
Here it comes now.
Look out!
So there you go, Ed. Now you can have a podcast that truly is out of this world, as you podcast high above Earth's orbit in your brand new...
Zach.
Did I mention it was a prototype? Anyway, Ed, congratulations on 100 episodes. I'll catch you around later. Where did I put that receipt?
Randall Cousins on location here. I'm setting up the telescope and looking upward. I've got my eye river on, cheese crackers, and I'm all set up for the celestial show. An amazing alignment is taking place. Is it coincidence that simultaneously Ed's Mixed Bag, the historic 100th show, is beaming outward across the celestial plane? I think not.
Oh, man. I thought we had something lined up, Randall. All right, this is Randall Cousins. Run for your money here on episode 100.
Everybody says stay away from you. You know the girl's bad news. She'll take your heart, break it apart, leaving you with the blues. I'm gonna give you a run for your money. When I'm through messing with you, honey, you're gonna learn a lesson or two about love. How many victims are on your hit list? How many others have you made cry? How do you live with such a guilty heart, telling all those lies? I'm gonna give you a run for your money. When I'm through messing with you, honey, you're gonna learn a lesson or two about love. You're so typical, we are predictable. I've seen it all before. Better pay attention, you're choosing your direction. I'm gonna even the score. When I'm through beating you at your own game, you ain't ever gonna play again. Open up your eyes when you realize it's a game you can't win. I'm gonna give you a run for your money. When I'm through messing with you, honey, you're gonna learn a lesson or two about love. I'm gonna give you a run for your money. When I'm through messing with you, honey, gonna learn a lesson or two about love.
gonna give you a run for your money when I'm through.
Thank you, Randall Cousins. Run for Your Money. Nice little tune there. And I want to thank Randall for sending it to me. This is a good point right now for some contact information. You can call me on my hotline, comment hotline, and leave a voicemail at 561-210-7590. Or simply send me an email. Send it to ed@edsmixedbag.com. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your comments, especially if you're a new listener. Speaking of listeners, here's a very faithful one. He listens to Ed's Mixed Bag from Utah, and he has won numerous contests. I think he's won an Ed's Mixed Bag t-shirt. Yeah. And also numerous CDs on some of our contests. So let's have a listen to this very nice comment from Dwayne.
Hey, Ed, my friend. This is Dwayne from Utah. Thank you for the past 99 episodes of Ed's Mixed Bag, for all of the goodies and the treats and the music and everything that you've sent my way. And congratulations on your 100th episode.
Hello, Ed. This is Jim Farley, the Musical World Podcast and the What's Up With That podcast, as well as the Podsafe Music Network. And I wanted to congratulate you on 100 episodes of Ed's Mixed Bag Podcast. If my calculations are correct, you should be closing in on a second-year anniversary as well, like in a month or so. I know you told me once during one of our chats on Skype that you had never missed a week.
That's true.
I think that's a huge achievement.
Oh, thanks.
Also, you've been kind enough over the years to play some of my music from the Podsafe Music Network, as well as several promos for my podcast, and I really appreciate it.
No problem, man.
At any rate, keep up the great job you're doing, and keep pumping out the shows and the interviews. As a friend of mine in podcasting would say, it's podtastic. Congrats, my friend.
And now a very special track composed by Walt Ribeiro, available on the PMN. The genre is new classical music, and it's called Maple Leaf Rag.
Hello, Ed. This is Tokyo Dan of the What's Happening in Tokyo podcast, and I want to give all of your listeners a short history lesson. Okay, Ed's first Ed's Mixed Bag podcast was October 6, 2005. My first WIT podcast was May 10th, 2005, so I started about 5 months before Ed did. But Ed caught up to me on November 5th, 2006 when he released his 56th podcast. I released my 56th on November 3rd of that year. And then on November 11th, 2006, Ed passed me up with the release of his 57th podcast. Well, Ed's now way ahead of me because I just released my 77th podcast this August. So Ed, congratulations on your 100th Ed's Mixed Bag, and keep them coming. They're really hot.
What's happening in Tokyo?
All right, here's an artist that I interviewed on episodes 69 through 71. It's Matthew Ebel with Sally Went Down. Have you heard? The new time and day for the Pod 5 is first and third Tuesday of every month, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And now with the new improved easy-to-use phone-in feature, no website sign-up is necessary. Check us out, the Pod 5.
Hi, Ed. It's Brent from Pod Show Radio. Dude, You did it. You made it to 100 shows. That is awesome. But quite frankly, I didn't think you could do it, dude. Why? Well, ever since I've known you, you've gone to Denny's like every Saturday. And you eat bacon, and you eat eggs, and you eat sausage. And God knows what else you have at Denny's. I figured you'd be dead from a heart attack by now.
No.
Just kidding, Ed.
I know.
Oh, by the way, I have a guest here on the phone. I'm going to patch you through. They also want to wish you a happy 100th show.
Oh, cool.
Let
I'm
me
listening.
patch you in.
I'm listening.
Go ahead, caller.
Thanks, Brent. Oh, hi, Ed. This is Angie B. And I've always thought you've had the most incredible voice of all the podcasters ever. So, I'd love to wish you a happy 100th show, Ed. You make me so hot.
Right.
Happy 100.
I don't
from Angie B.
Thanks, Angie.
I don't think so.
What was that?
I don't think so.
You don't think that was really the real Angie B from the Chillcast?
No.
What? Who the hell was it?
Who knows?
Anyway, sorry, Ed. That may not have been the real Angie B. We hope
Probably
that you
Slappy's
have
brother.
100 more. And for God's sake, at the Podcast at Portable Media Expo, please clean after yourself. If I'm going to have to room with you, I don't want an Oscar from The Odd Couple. So keep up the very, very great shows, Ed. And we always love your inspirational stories.
Have you heard the story about the little child who was walking with Dad through the woods? They'd been walking for several hours, and the end of the woods was nowhere in sight. Dad stopped to survey the area and assess their situation. There were no signs of civilization. No houses, no gas stations, no convenience stores, and no cars. Dad playfully asked the child, "Which way should we go?" "I don't know, Dad. I've never been this way before." "Are you saying that you're lost?" asked the dad. "How could I be lost?" the child responded. "I'm following you." And now, a magical location near Aberfoyle. That's enough, Bren. Scotland. You just had to play that. This little track is by the Circular Ruin. I haven't done a story like that. I'll tell you more about in 98 shows. Where you can see the... All right. That's Brent Bradley. Let's hear it from him. All right, continuing on with episode 100 here on Ed's Mixed Bag. I interviewed this young lady on show 73, Whitney Steele. You Won't See Me Crying.
No one ever knew except for me and you. You said no one ever will and told me not to tell anyone. And now I'm all torn up inside from what you long to hide. And then you ask me how I feel. I feel how anyone would feel. Go ahead, deny me, but you won't see me crying. Oh no, this secret, oh so dear to me, will only hold its mystery until I'm just so tired and sick of always lying just to save you. Go on, deny me until I can't take it anymore. I could never understand why you had only only take my hand when the sun would set at night, and you would know where to be found by morning light. Now everything's so clear, and when I look into the mirror, I think of all the wasted time I spent on what was never even mine. Go ahead, deny me, but you won't see me crying. Oh no, this secret, oh so dear to me, will only hold its mystery until I'm just so tired and sick of always lying just to save you. Go on, deny me until I can't take it. Your love is like a train wreck with me on the track. I knew it moving forward, there was no turning back. Go ahead, deny me, but you won't see me crying. Oh no, this secret, oh so dear to me, will only hold its mystery until I'm just so tired, I'm sick of always lying just to save you. Go on, deny me until I can't take it anymore.
You're listening to Ed's Mixed Bag with your host, yours truly, Ed Ovett. Wow, on episode 100, no less.
Hello, Ed. This is Michael, the Weather Mouse here, wishing a very, very great job and great effort for your 100th podcast of Ed's Mixed Bag Podcast. You know, being a podcaster myself, I definitely know what it takes to even get out 50 episodes, so getting into 100 is definitely quite an accomplishment. Here's to 100 more, buddy. Good job.
Hi, Ed. It's Victoria Khan. I was going to do this accompanied with guitar and stuff like that, but after 8 hours in the studio today, about the last thing I can do right now is pick up another guitar and play it. So I'm so sorry, but you know, it is past my bedtime. Anyway, I'm going to do this just for you, and I'll just have to do it a cappella. So here we go. Happy 100th podcast to you. Happy 100th podcast to you. Happy 100th podcast, dear Ed. Happy 100th podcast to you. And thank you for all your support, and I look forward to the next 100 shows.
Thank you so much for doing that, Victoria. Late at night, too. This is dedicated to my niece, Michelle. Baby, do you hear me?
Baby, do you hear my voice? From deep inside of me, though you don't even know what it is to hear. Pretty little baby, come into the world so I can whisper love into tiny ears. Don't you cry, baby, the world gets so crazy. I'll sing it all away. Oh, my darling, close your eyes, so all that remains is the sound of my voice. Busy little
is Don Lewis, host of the Big Break Music Podcast. I just wanted to congratulate you on your 100th episode of Ed's Mixed Bag Podcast. You know, I've been a regular listener to your podcast since I found it well over a year and a half ago, about the time I started podcasting. And I've really enjoyed every show, and it keeps getting better and better, so I'm really looking forward to show 200. Well, once again, congratulations on reaching 100 great shows. That's a milestone with any podcaster, that's for sure. And I'm working toward mine. I'm not too far behind you. So keep on podcasting there, brother, and we'll be listening to you every week on Ed's Mixed Bag.
Ed's Mixed Bag.
Well, hello there, Ed Ovett. This is Dan Johnson from Dan Johnson Jr. from Cincinnati, Ohio, and the Journey Inside My Mind podcast. You know, I just woke up and I was reminded that I hadn't sent anything in for your show 100. I hope I'm not too late. If I am, okay, well, maybe you can play this on another show. But you know that when I got to thinking about producing 100 of anything is a significant milestone, and for Ed's Mixed Bag, I know that we've shared kind of what it goes through to produce an episode, and to know that you've been doing that as consistently as you have been doing, and that you take so much care in putting together each show, really says a lot about your passion for this art that we do. That is podcasting. Sometimes as a listener, it's so easy to take for granted, just because you hear just the constant stream of information, music, sound effects, clips coming here and there. And Ed, I definitely am very impressed. Just having listened to your show from toward the very beginning of when you started putting them out up to now, just to see how great your show has become. Meaning that how much you've improved as you continue to grow in there, and your show just continues to get better. It's like wine. You think about when a wine sits in a cellar for over 100 years, it gets even better. And I know that's exactly what's happening with the Ed's Mixed Bag podcast. So thanks so much for bringing us along for the party that is your show, and congratulations again. This is Dan Johnson saying, make it a great day.
Thank you, Dan. That background music you're hearing is by Paddington Bear with a track called GUI, or just known as GUI. So thank you very much, Dan Johnson, and everybody who's been heard on the show. I have one more gentleman left that you haven't heard. A few days ago, this gentleman celebrated 800 shows in podcasting. He's known as the most prolific podcaster in the UK. His name is Richard Vobes. I've had some of his promos on my show. I've done some special segments for him. So the other day, on his 800th show, he was having some beer and cheese, as usual, and he read the email that I sent in congratulating him on his 800th show, and I also mentioned my 100th show. So I decided to clip it out to let you hear it and include it here on this segment.
And now, here to tell you everything about anything.
Mr. Conscience, the phenomenal voice of the people, Mr. Truth himself, the star of our show.
Podcast Tidbit Audio Clips.
You're listening to Vobes, and I am he. 800 show this. And let's go to the email, see what's on the old email machine. And coming in straight from Lake Worth in Florida, it's Ed Ovett. He says, "Hi Richard, and all your listeners. Just wanted to say congratulations on reaching show 800. It is a monumental achievement. Monumental, I quite like that. But don't let it go to your head. No. Dave G's wonderful beer's going to my head. I've been busy assembling a special edition of Ed's Mixed Bag for my 100th episode to be released this Saturday. Then on October the 6th, they'll be celebrating 2 years of podcasting to the day. Blimey, we're nearly up to 3 years. That will be show 104, having never missed a week, which is also no small accomplishment. No, absolutely, Ed. A lot of people seem to get a lot of pod fade. And not you, though. You're going from strength to strength, which is absolutely a brilliant fabaroon. Hope this email is not too late for inclusion on the 800 show. No, I think it just made it. Looking forward to show 1000. Oh, God, have I got to do another 200 of these? Oh, my. Take care, Ed Ovett, Lake Worth, Florida, US of A. And we're still tasting cheese.
You've been listening to
Podcast Tidbit Audio Clips
here on edsmixedbag.com. All right, so there you go. Richard Vobes, one of my most favorite radio shows, because he doesn't like to call himself a podcast. So he's one of my most favorite radio shows, and I hope you'll check him out. Just go to Vobes.com. That's VOBES.com.
Ed's Mixed Bag, Ed's Mixed Bag. Yes, you've been listening to Ed's Mixed Bag.
And I want to thank everybody for listening. A sincere thanks for hearing 100 shows of Ed's Mixed Bag. I hope you'll be with me until the year 2015 when I retire from my day job. And then we can really do some shows. Thanks for listening today. Take care. See you on 101 next week. Bye-bye. Ed's Mixed Bag.
Oh, Fred, this is Snappy. Snappy! Boy, I just had to call in and tell you that I had to wish you a happy 100, boy. God, you're older than I am. And I don't even know how old I am. Oh, anyway, boy, you take care. I got your address. I'm going to send you a crisp new $5 bill in the mail since you're turning 100. Okay. Have a good one, boy. You turn this thing off. You turn it off.